What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Coming back to y'all with another movie review. Now, I was hesitant. I was real hesitant to do this. Not because I wasn't going to watch the movie, but because I didn't know what to expect of the movie, especially after seeing. And I normally don't watch reviews of movies and whatnot, but the New Mutants came out Friday night or Thursday night, I think, in select studios because of COVID, and I was hesitant to watch after seeing some of the reviews, but I watched it anyway. I was like, I didn't care about what nobody's saying in reviews, but yes, some of the reviews that I watched was right. It's not a great movie. It had potential. It had a lot of potential, but it was not a great movie. So before I get into the review, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, share. Let's get to it. Now the movie starts out with Blue Hunt's character. I think her name is Danielle, something else. Danielle Moonstar and her father, and then her father trying to get her outside the house or whatnot, and then boom, something happened. But then she wakes up in this, like, I won't say institution. That would have kind of looked like it was an institution. It didn't look like it was, it's supposed to have been like an orphanage as well, but then it was only like 5 kids. And those 5 kids was Anna Taylor-Joy's character. I think it's Magic. I don't know how I say her name. Macy Williams, Charlie Heat's character, Henry Zaga, Sunspot. It was a bunch of, and Alice Braga. She was like the nurse or head doctor for them, trying to take care of them. And this movie was billed as a horror movie. I don't know how it was billed as a horror movie. Maybe it could have. Like, now this movie had a lot of problems from Disney purchasing Fox, and then it reverting back. It had a lot of stuff. It had COVID. It had a lot of stuff that had to deal with. But I guess for me, and probably some other people who gave it a bad rating, that maybe there's a reason why they shouldn't have produced it. They shouldn't have released it. They should have kept it. Something. Waited. Yeah, they should have waited. They should have waited till some reshoots happened. Something. They could have did something. The only horror, I guess the horror things that they had were a bunch of, like, they weren't even jump scares. I don't know. It was like hallucination type things where the characters, because of the character of Danny, because they were her power, it kind of like make people hallucinate their worst fears and whatnot. Sorry if I'm spoiling. I'm supposed to be trying to talk about the movie without spoiling, but this is one of her parts. I'm not spoiling. That's easy. As soon as it starts up there, that's when things start happening. Characters hallucinate their worst fears or whatnot, and yeah, that wasn't horror to me. It wasn't horror. I guess if it was horror, I shouldn't have expected any type of action. But it was an X-Men. It was an X-Men, movie. So I'm expecting. I'm expecting a little bit of action. The action didn't kick up into like the last 20 minutes, last 30 minutes of the movie. Probably the best character, and she was also the worst because her character was not worse, but she was like a bad character. But then in the end, she grows up. I think she grows on it. I think that's what they were trying to do. And that's Anna Taylor character, because she starts out as like the bully of Danny when she shows up. Macy Williams, she played like the love interest of Danny. They had a somewhat okay chemistry. I'm not like. Some part felt rushed to me. Probably the reason why I seen things about it possibly doing reshoots and stuff like that. They maybe should have done that. Like I said, the movie didn't feel rushed. The movie felt like it wasn't complete. It wasn't complete. Like maybe, cause I'm not a director or anything like that. But I'm guessing you watch over stuff. Well, like I'm a creator. When I create videos, not some of these videos, some of my videos is just bland. But when I get real creative on my gaming channel, I review everything. I look through it and I add little things here and there. And I'm guessing that was this movie is missing. It was missing a comb over. The comb over didn't happen. We really didn't like some of the powers. We really didn't get to see fully like how all the powers work. Like Sunspot, basically he kind of turns into the Human Torch. I don't know how many times I can see that character like that, but basically he kind of turns into like the Human Torch, and he has a it just, I don't want to say it was a bad movie, because I seen some places where they were like, yeah, this is the worst Marvel or X-Men movie ever. I don't believe that. I think that a lot of people liked that movie, but I didn't like Dark Phoenix like that. Dark Phoenix was not a great movie for me. It just wasn't. I don't really know what to say. It wasn't a great movie. I guess this had potential to be a good movie if it wasn't billed as a horror movie. I think like the last 30 minutes they had to fight a bear. The bear looked good. I mean the CGI and things like that. The best fight, like I said, the best character to me was Anna Taylor-Joy character. I still don't know how to say the name. I don't know if it's Magic. It was her real name is like Illy. Yeah, it's I can't say it. It's like Rasputin, Ilyana Rasputin, something like that. I didn't know that she had like, cause when they first showed her character, she had like a little hand puppet thing, and I was like, what the heck? What was up? What's up with that? What is up with that character? And there's the hand puppet thing. Then she was kind of a bitch. She was a bitch to Danny when she first showed up. And I'm like, what's up with the hand puppet? But then when the bear finally gets there, and then they have their little combat sequence and whatnot, and then the little hand puppet turns into a freaking baby dragon. It looked like a baby dragon. It wasn't a full-grown dragon, but it was a baby dragon. Baby dragon, and she had a little blade, whatnot. It wasn't no blade. It was a long little sword. But that probably like the best looking parts of the whole movie. Now they had little hints at Essex. Is it Essex? Essex? I can't say the word. Essex Corp. In my first thought when I thought about it, like, yo, who are the other big time villains in X-Men? And then I thought about not Sinestro, but Mr. Sinister. And I actually looked it up, and it was, well, I thought it was Mr. Sinister. So I'm guessing they would have been hinted if other movies would happen, because right now, like I said, after them having been bought, I guess this movie rights and stuff like that being bought by Disney and by other places, it won't be any sequels, but I'm guessing that they were leading up to, maybe, hopefully, that we would have finally seen Mr. Sinister as a character on TV. And I would like to see that, because some of the characteristics of Mr. Sinister that I've seen from cartoons and video games like Deadpool, the cartoons made him look like he was a big time villain. The Deadpool game did not make him seem like he was a big time villain. So I would like to see how they would have portrayed him in the movies. And he was supposed to have been, reportedly supposed to have been in the not X-Men, but the Logan movie, where he was cut out of the scene or movie or whatever. So I would have liked to see how that would work. But as a rating, like out of 10, I would have gave it like a 5 or 4.5. It was a bad start. Like, it started slow, and then once it finally kicked up, it didn't get nowhere. For me, it didn't get nowhere. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Watch it if you want. I mean, I do these reviews because it's something I want to do. I watch movies, and I like sitting down and talking about them with people. So why not talk to a bunch of people who would possibly click on these videos and listen to my review and leave comments down there at the bottom to let me know if you watched it or if you want to watch it or just making you not want to watch it. Let me know down there in the comment section. But it was missing something. Like I said, I thought because it billed as a horror movie, not a regular X-Men movie, I anticipated we weren't going to have no action. But I at least thought that horror, maybe it would be a little scary. It was not. I can't tell you the last time, or at least not scary, but at least some type of good horror. Because a lot of the time these days, there ain't no horror movie actually being scary. But it didn't even have jump scares. At least some horror movie have jump scares. It didn't have jump scares. And I can't really count a movie as being a horror movie if nobody dies. Nobody dies. Nobody died. Like one person died the whole film. So it wasn't a horror movie. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know. I think the dude is. Let me see. I'll probably edit this out. Yes, the film was directed by Josh Boone. I don't know what he was thinking about this being a horror movie, but it was not. Like I said, they had a lot of problems with this because of COVID, then the being bought, and then stuff being changed. So, yeah, it was not great. Especially if this was supposed to be the start of something new with the Mutants, X-Men, all that. It wasn't. Again, my rating is a 4.5 out of 10, 45 out of 100. I guess if you only going up to 5, it would be like a 2.5, something like that. I think Rotten Tomato gave it a 29. Now I wasn't gonna go that low. Like I said, it had potential. But I guess if you're not grading on potential, then yeah, you would give it that. Well, that'll be all for me in this movie review. I probably will be reviewing The Tenet next time, but that'll be next time. So y'all hit that like button now, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, share. Be on the lookout for some possibly more movie reviews and other entertainment things